Hello, my name is Navigator. In today's quick review, we're going to be taking a look at the G.I. Joe Classified number 138. What is it? Falcon and Quarrel. Oh my, I almost said like Hardwire or something like that. But this is going to be the G.I. Joe Nightforce, Vincent R. Falcon, Falcon and Quarrel action figures. Excuse me, I just ate. I've been obviously I have the Falcon figure. I think I reviewed it here on the channel. I don't have Quarrel, but I kind of wanted to update my Falcon a little bit. I keep wanting to say Falcon, and these were on clearance at Walmart for $30. I know it says 40 there, but I actually price matched it on the website, and I got it for 30. So with that being said, we'll take a quick look at the box. Nothing too crazy going on there, just some artwork of the figures in the back, and then we'll take a look at the figures. So to start off with, we do have Quarrel here on the right side, and she has a bunch of accessories, the first of which is going to be this kind of M16 styled rifle here, and you can probably take the magazine out of this. Yes, you can, but you can't remove that top scope there. I wish it was just a plain M16. That'd be nice. But we also have this really cool kind of like detachable crossbow thing here, so let's see if I can isolate the different parts there. We have this one here, which is really cool looking, and then we have kind of the bow part of it that would attach to the front. And we can actually just slide that in right there. We have like this little handheld crossbow, and these come with a bunch of these little arrows, and they are different. They have different tips, different sized. I don't know, points of engagement. I don't know how you would say it. Let's see. Let's see if I can spread these out a little bit. But we have those right there. So there's a bunch of different points on those. And if we just take one of them, we can probably just plug it right into the top of this. And maybe, let's see, can we do it right there? Boom. In a sense, you can get that to stay. So that is really cool. I do like that accessory a lot. All right. We also have an extra pistol with her, kind of a 1911 styled one right there. Very nice. Kind of the same one that came with Hawk. I'll probably end up swapping the pistols on these two. We also do have an extra set of fisted hands for Quarrel, and those are just going to be black gloved. So we do have those. We have a flashlight accessory, which will be the same with Falcon, but I'll still show it off regardless. We have this little flashlight accessory, and then this really cool helmet here, which I like a lot. It's just an extra head sculpt, so you can just attach it, but it is still another little helmet. It reminds me of Warhammer, like Warhammer 40K. Very cool. And then finally here we do have the Quarrel figure herself, starting at the bottom. Black boots, single jointed, feet there. I guess you could say double jointed legs with kind of like an olive drab, green, body suit moving to the back. There's some black highlights on the spandex. She has a holster there and a holster for what looks like, I think, a blade or something. I guess the arrows. That's her quiver there. Very nice tool belt as well. Some body armor on the front. Let's see if we can get it to focus. Come on, you can focus. I know you can. What's going on here? Sometimes when I lean over, the light gets a little bad, but we have that as well. And she has like a little kukri holster there on her shoulder. And then finally we have the head sculpt as well with a little earpiece, and she has short hair. I thought she was actually going to have long hair, but she has short hair. But very, very cool. Very cool figure. Some little like ninja stars on her left arm there. And then a little patch as well. I'm not sure what that patch is. Maybe it's the Nightforce patch. Who knows, but there is Quarrel. All right, so let's move on to Falcon. And actually, let's go over his figure first. Let's get that out of the way. Starting down here at the bottom, he does have black combat boots, brown pants with these double jointed knees and knee pads that are painted green, it looks like. He has some ammo pouches on his left leg, and on his right thigh he has a pistol holster, and then I think, yeah, that's really it, just another ammo pouch, I guess. On the tool belt here, some extra shotgun shells and just more pouches, some, a little flashlight holder, stuff like that. And then he has this really cool armor piece here, which I like a lot. And then one of the big selling points for me was just this gray t-shirt that he has under there. It reminds me of a Chris Redfield from Resident Evil. That's really the whole reason I bought this 2-pack, was because this reminds me of Chris Redfield. Maybe I can make a custom out of it or something. We'll have to see. But I do like that a lot. He's got the green bandana there, kind of a little reference to his other figure, I guess you could say. Some nice pauldrons there with some extra shotgun shells. And then what looks like almost the Stars logo, again, from Resident Evil. So we have that. And then some black gloves. He's got a watch on that hand. And yeah, there we go. Here's the head sculpt as well. A little bit different. Not as Frank Sinatra as his other head sculpt, but still very much looks like Falcon. And that is very cool. So there is the figure itself. And then moving to the accessories, the first big one we have here is just going to be his backpack, a repaint of the other one that he has, as opposed to being all green. It's just going to be predominantly black with the rope and the canteens and the little radio antenna being green. But we do have that. We also have his kind of trademark beret with like a little Nightforce logo on there, which looks very nice, and that's going to be black. We have another one of those extra head sculpts with the helmet on. Again, very Warhammer-esque. I do like that a lot. And we also have some night vision goggles for Falcon. A really good accessory for, I guess, any G.I. Joe. And then we also have some extra knives. I believe this is the one that Falcon has, kind of this larger blade. Very cool, has some serrated edges there. And then these two blades are actually probably for Quarrel. Like the little kukri one, we saw that holster that she has on her shoulder. We have that. Like I said, we also have another flashlight here. So there's the flashlight. And then we have his pistol. And like I said, I'm probably going to swap this. I feel like this pistol would look a little bit better with Quarrel. So we have that. We'll see how the holsters work. And then he has a bunch of weapon accessories. We have his kind of trademark, like SPOS 12-esque shotgun with the fold-over stock, which looks really cool. And there's a bunch of articulation with that stock if you were curious. No slide action, but still very cool. We also have what I think is my first grenade launcher, at least working grenade launcher, from G.I. Joe Classified, so that is really cool. Very nice to have that weapon accessory. And then finally here, what looks like, I forget the name of it from Call of Duty, but kind of just like this stockless, forward grip LMG, which is very, very cool. I like that a lot, and I'm assuming that you could probably, you could take the magazine, or the ammo thing out of there, the clip, if you want to call it, but we do have that, and I guess that's it. That's everything that we have here. So, folks, I'm hoping that it'll maybe focus. Let me see if I stand back and bring some light in there. Will that bring it in? Maybe if I draw in like this. Beautiful. There we go. But, folks, this was a review of the G.I. Joe Classified number 138 Nightforce, Vincent R. Falcon, and Quarrel action figures. So, folks, I will leave it there. Been kind of getting into G.I. Joe Classified as of late. I mean, you guys know I've always been a fan, but definitely more now than I have been in a while. So who knows, maybe more Classified on the horizon. I will leave it there, folks. As always, my name is Navigator. Have a nice day. Take care.